Joseph Timmons, Zombie Wolf Magazine. I am here at the 2015 NAMM show in Anaheim, California, and our first interview for the week, a long week, but a fun week, is going to be with Andy. Now, Andy works for a guitar company, kind of a small company, you may have heard of it, Taylor Guitars. He is the head honcho, the man, the luthier himself. This is the guy to blame, but you can't blame him for anything. Andy, depending. So, what's going on for Taylor at NAMM?
This year, we're really proud to reintroduce our 600 series guitar, because as a forward-thinking guitar manufacturer, we look ahead 10, 20, even 50 years and think, what are our guitars going to be like then? Well, for us, that means that we need to be taking really good care of our forests. You know, we need to be sustainably harvested and really being responsible with how we source our material. And so looking forward and knowing that at this point, the tropical, exotic, kind of the equatorial countries, those forests are stressed to the point where, man, they just can't keep up. We need to turn our attention elsewhere. And for us, that means maple.
So you're using maple as like reclaimed maple, or is this fresh from the tree?
This is fresh. These are fresh cut wood. But maple is, in a lot of parts of the world, it's treated almost like a weed. It's a species that just wants to grow. And it's also something that's coming from a well-managed forest. You know, this is something that we could even plantation grow in the future, given a few generations' time. So we're turning our attention to that and saying, okay, if we want to go here and use this responsible material, we need a better guitar. Let's make a more musical instrument using maple and spruce and ebony that's coming from our own sawmill that's responsibly harvested in Cameroon.
So to ask that question, how does it affect the sound quality? Because I mean, a lot of people go for like hardwoods or specialty woods because they say it has a specific sound. How does this one sound?
Well, in this case, maple in the past has had a somewhat limited appeal to most players because traditionally it's viewed as a fairly bright sounding wood. Now, what I wanted to do was change its perception. I wanted to build a broadly accepted, warm, rich, gratifying kind of guitar. So we changed everything about the design, the bracing inside, the thickness of the material, the preparation of the material. I'm treating the top to a high temperature roasting process, the back and sides to a special seasoning process, even the finish, the glue that we put it together with. Everything has been optimized to maximize the unique response of maple, so to make a more gratifying sounding guitar.
So it's complete innovation from the ground up, from the inside out. I mean, totally new concept. Everything is done as if you're designing a guitar for the very first time.
Yeah, exactly. You're reinventing that thing to make it a more appealing kind of a guitar. Okay, because that way, my hope is that in 20 years from now, someone will pick it up and think, oh, well, it's good for a maple guitar. They'll pick it up and think, that's a good guitar.
Now, I noticed you got some knobs here, so I'm going to assume that this is an acoustic electric.
It is. This has our new Expression System 2 system. It's the most plug-in and play-friendly system I've ever tried. It's going back towards a piezo crystal technology, but for the first time, instead of underneath the saddle, it's placed behind the saddle, so you can control the amount of pressure that crystal experiences.
So it's kind of hard to see because of the camera. I mean, this is press day at NAMM. There's just thousands of people getting ready to come in here, and it's crazy hectic. But if you could just lift it up for a moment. So what he's saying is that the electronics are behind the board, behind the soundboard. So how does now for those of us who are drummers, know nothing about guitars, how does that affect the sound coming out?
Well, what it means is that I have the stability and the ease of use of a traditional piezo-based system, but I have far more dynamic range, headroom, and touch sensitivity than I've ever had using that technology.
Now, we're going to go ahead and get together with Taylor later on during the show, maybe when it's not so crazy. Yeah, you can stop laughing now. That was a joke. But hopefully we can get a chance to actually hear one of these beauties in action. But just to say this, he's saying that he's using a new technology to design, but aesthetically, you really can't tell that it's anything that's like, a lot of people think, oh, eco-friendly, it's just this clunky brick thing. It is a beautiful piece of craftsmanship, and I am sure it's going to sound wonderful. I mean, it's got the inlays in here, just wonderful to look at. This isn't the best camera in the world, so I'm sorry, really. So, Andy, thank you very much.
It's my pleasure.
I really appreciate you having me as the first interview, and can we catch up with you later on the show?
I'd love it. That'd be great.
All right, this is Joseph Timmons from Zombie Wolf Magazine. Interview 1, done. Now for the next
Over and out.
10,000.